The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. The seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Each time of year carries memories, like a never fading whisper in the breeze. Oh, we will keep on changing all over again. Yeah, we will keep on changing. Just like another season, don't want another day without you by my side. Oh, this season. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Just like another season.
We about to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the podcast. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is a new week, and it is new us that is transition into this. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. As you can see, we've made some I've made some changes because
I've been
freaking doing
absolutely
anything.
useless today.
And I actually did this last night at 3 with Dad. Dad helped me with this. Where were you?
Playing PUBG.
Yeah.
Can you turn up my mic?
Yeah. Just speak.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Is that
7,
better?
8. A little bit higher. Yeah, this is better.
Okay, cool. And yeah, so okay, we need to turn off the music here because by the way, we got copyrighted last stream. I didn't tell you that.
Really?
Yeah, we got copyrighted.
I blame you.
Blame me. I mean, it was auto playing. I put NCS.
Wait, which song? Oh.
I put NCS, but it switched to a different. I'm pretty sure it switched to like Trap Nation or something.
Is this today's script?
Yeah, that's some things that I wanted to talk about today. I couldn't think of anything else.
You thought of 2 things?
Yes. One that we talk about all the time, which is COVID-19.
COVID-19. What is the update now? I've not even looked at the numbers. I think it's at 42.
Yeah, something. I saw that today. 42,000. I'm not gonna give an exact number because I'm not gonna search. Jeez, 40 fucking 2.
Bro, wave 2 is about to come.
Wave 2. No, wave 1 hasn't even started.
God, man. We are going to be home for a while, guys. A while. It's going to be a while. Give me that. Give me that.
Not right now.
Give me that.
Not right
I
now.
want to shuffle it.
Yeah, but
ASMR.
you want to play that ASMR again?
No, I don't want to watch that shit again. No way.
Oh my god. You know what, Chris? Once our channel or podcast starts, we get a regular viewership. I would say. Once we start getting that, we should start making some highlights.
Okay. I wanted to ask you something. You play Fortnite still, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you kill a teammate? Do you get banned from playing with teammates in the future?
Okay, so let's take it back because season 1 there was team killing. They removed it because a lot of people were getting team killed. But yes, you can get banned or kicked out the game for killing your teammate on purpose.
Do you know what happens in PUBG?
What happened?
So this is what happened. I won the game, by the way. I got the winner chicken dinner. And so what happened was my teammate died. Not died, they got knocked. And I went to go revive them. And this other guy also came to revive them. There were 2 of them that were down. So I was the 4th player. We both went to go revive both these 2. This dum-dum, okay, player number 3, player number 2, and number 1 were down. Player number 3, this dum-dum, instead of pressing the revive button, he clicked hold grenade, okay? You could see him doing this, trying to figure out which way to throw it. And we're in a box. We're in a room in a box. This dum-dum held it, okay? So I left and I closed the door. I left them inside. So he also got knocked, okay? I'm pissed off. This guy has killed our 2 teammates. So I threw a bunch of grenades at him. I threw like 6 grenades at him and I killed him. So after that, I left the match and everything. Came out, won the game. And realized that there is this such thing called merit. If your merit is below 60, you can't play with teammates. The only way to bring it back up is by playing solo games. So like it depends on like your if you like jump and then you die immediately, like if you're the 100th person, your first death, you still get 1 merit. So I had to play like 22 matches. I lost 22 merit points just for that. It was insane.
22 matches.
22 matches.
Okay. So that means I've been doing so much work today, which wasn't a lot compared to not what we normally do, because we do a lot of work, especially with getting guests and stuff. Like that's also a lot of work. But I've done today's work because you were playing 22 games of solos.
Well, that and all the games I was playing.
Why couldn't you just play it and leave?
So that's what I was doing. While I was washing the dogs, I'd click deploy, I'd go to the match and his match would start and everything. Then I just leave it until I drown in the water. Then I do it again. I did this like 22 times while I was washing the dogs.
Why?
So I could get my merit up because I need to play with my teammates. I mean, I can play alone, but it's boring. I honestly thought it would be louder.
I also thought it would be louder, not gonna lie. Hopefully it's not flat.
So yeah, podcast number 8. We have Swaggy Dilly drinking Fanta once again, and I am drinking my Coca-Cola.
Why? I actually want to talk about this. So, guys, you don't see this, but before the stream, Chris and I usually have a meal together. I wouldn't say meal, but we have a snack rather before, because with lockdown now, we're just having like dinner like at 12 or at 1. And now that we're doing that, we do have a snack before the stream, which is like at 9. And today we had frozen pizza. It was so good. Like, I don't know if it's because the fact that we haven't had pizza in so long, but it tasted really fucking good.
I think you forgot what pizza is supposed to taste like.
Mine was cheesy, bro. Like, I lifted that shit up. Cheese was falling out, and the crust was crispy, but the insides were soft. I loved it.
So I'm just looking at your point number 2.
Yes!
I read this today.
Yes!
I read this today. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Let's
in my
get to
life.
that later. Let's not talk about it right
God,
now,
Oh God.
because this is the unscripted podcast. # number 8.
Hashtag number. How many unscripted podcasts have we had? 2.
3. I think we had a scripted podcast.
But we
Okay,
absolutely
guys.
abandoned it.
When we say scripted, we mean that we've come up with bulletin points of things to talk about in case we don't have anything to talk about, which is what we usually talk about.
But the third
Podcast
time
number
we were
2, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, we kind of just like winged that, and it went pretty well actually. Even the podcast number 7, we kind of winged it a little bit.
Are you serious?
A little bit. At
Bitch,
the
I
end-
made that
at the
whole
end-
thing.
At the end.
I
we
made
winged
that
it.
whole thing.
At the end, we winged it. See, we realized that, even though we're making these bulletins, we get through them so quickly at the beginning. Like,
I know.
we're
It's
like, what the
it's
fuck do we do
unreal.
at the end? Kind of just wing it at the end.
You know who we should have here sometime?
Who?
A comedian. You know how how fun that podcast would be, having a comedian on.
Comedian.
I was
Who
just
do know
watching a
that's
Joe
funny?
Rogan stream, or podcast rather, his highlights, and he had Tom Segura and another person who looks very familiar. I forgot his name.
Didn't not Russell Peters, sorry, didn't this comedian guy like yell at Kabir for something for coming in late? Who was
Oh
that?
yeah, crap.
Naveen Richards.
Yeah, Naveen
Richards.
Richards.
So our previous guest, Kabir Lal from ECM, was yelled at by Naveen Richards for being late, showing up late. I guess he had to go to the bathroom or something. But yeah.
So Chris, I've actually gotten some feedback that I'd like to talk about on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I was brought to my attention was that it seemed more as an interview rather than a podcast, because we had a series of questions that we kept asking them, like an interviewer.
Right.
And I do see that, because we did like make like 30 questions for each of them. So
Correct.
I think we're kind of losing. Obviously, it's our first couple of times. We're gonna learn, but I feel like it's brought to my attention that, especially like Aditya and Aman weren't close to you, but they're close to me because I work with them and stuff. And like, we should be more chill, like have a conversation rather than asking questions all the time.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give you a piece of advice. Changes to the stream or podcast should be discussed offline.
The whole point of the podcast is conversation.
Yeah, but like we're talking to each other. So
Exactly. We're talking to each other.
So you want to have recorded evidence that you said this to me.
No, I'm having recorded. I'm recording it for everyone to hear, so they know that we've acknowledged.
Well, it is true. We have kind of been interviewing them. It's not really a conversation, but at the same time, our questions are not so like, I'm not saying you're wrong, but at the same time, our questions were also kind of personal as well.
I
in
mean,
both guests.
I mean, it wasn't a podcast, I would say, if you put it that way. That's what I was just trying to get at. Like, we were just asking questions. Rather, like, in a podcast, like right now, we're having a conversation. We're not asking each other questions. I think that's what we should focus on doing. So, yeah, what I'm trying to say is, obviously, we don't have any guests planned this week. But that doesn't mean there's anyone to be confirmed.
Maybe we might have somebody.
As I said, like, it's to be confirmed, but we don't have anyone confirmed this week.
TBC.
TBC.
Not to be continued, to be confirmed. But yeah. So as of now, Tasmax have opened up in Bangalore. I think this is
I know.
very,
Oh
very,
my
very
God.
bad idea. especially when we have not even completed the first wave. This is just, the public being greedy with what they want. They can't sit at home and just, do nothing. Like,
It's an essential, let's just say.
no, it's not. It's something you can live without. If you can't live without something, you've become dependent on it, and that's a problem.
You're calling everyone who wants alcohol an alcoholic.
No, I'm not calling them an alcoholic. You put that word in my mouth. What I'm saying is,
If you just
what I'm
said
saying
dependent
is,
on it.
yeah, they
that
are
means an
dependent on
addict.
it. Look, they're standing right next to each other in line. Look at the photos.
Yeah, they're waiting in line.
They're
When you
not
see that
helping
in
the
India,
situation. They're not helping the situation.
when you see that in India,
I
there's
see it
rules
all the time.
There's rules against it. Only 5 people in a line can wait at a time.
Bruh, there's like 20 people in a line. I just
Yeah,
saw.
that's the police's fault, not really our
The police
fault.
was sitting right next to it.
Exactly, that's the police's fault.
So like I said, this is a very bad time to be doing these things. Very, 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 very bad time. Very poorly thought. If Tasmax wanted to open, they should have considered, teaming up with maybe like Swiggy or something, distributing their alcohol instead of having people come to the shops to get it.
Yeah, but what about the shops that don't accept card and stuff like that?
You're talking about like the local Tasmax?
Yeah. They lose out. They're doing, as long as, I'm not saying that they're preventing the spread, but do all you can to prevent the spread.
I just hope that after all of this, after they let all of this happen, they shut it down again.
Let's see.
I hope they do. Because
It'll come to a point, Chris, where like it won't be crowded all the time. It's because it's been closed for so long and no one has anything is the reason why there's lines. Otherwise, there's no lines.
Bro, there are no cigarettes in Chennai anymore.
Exactly.
Like no
And
foreign cigarettes.
And
anymore.
as soon as cigarettes are back in stock, what do you think? Stores are not going to be lined up? Can you say that? Can you really? I mean, you smoke. It's safe to say you're a smoker, which is considered an addict, I would say.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, I mean, as soon as cigarette stores open, there's going to be so many people in grocery stores. Can you really say anything then?
Well, I
'Cause
will
they are
say this.
dependent
I will
on
say
it, right?
this. I will say this. The vegetables, off late, have been looking amazing.
I mean,
Like, there's not a huge variety as there used to be, but what's there? Oh, like I saw a cucumber was this big. Like, that's not a cucumber. That's the size of an eggplant. Like, what? Why are it's this big, and the carrots are also like this big. It's crazy. The watermelon. Oh my god! Did you see the watermelon downstairs? It's this big. You can't even. It's this big. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's like even the vegetables are like, oh, finally we can grow to our full potential.
I actually, it's this lockdown is so I hate lockdown. It's so fucking stupid.
I'm enjoying it.
I am as well, but I was in lockdown. We're coming up on 2 months now on lockdown. Oh my god! Slowly, very slowly, starting to lose the mind, the body, and the soul. I've started talking to myself.
That's actually a good thing.
How is that a good thing?
It's actually been proven that when you occasionally not when you talk to yourself all the time, but when you occasionally talk to yourself like things like for instance, as an example, I'd be like, Chris, don't eat more chocolate. You will get diarrhea. Stop. Why are you still doing it? Why don't you just stop? Why can't you just listen to yourself? Why are you still doing it? Look, it's already in your mouth. Look, like, it's okay to do things like that, but when you start talking to yourself, having conversations with yourself, like, hey, how are you? Oh, I'm doing fine. Oh, that's great. Do you want to go outside? Sure, let's go outside. And then you fucking hold your fingers and walk out. That's crazy. But, like, talking to yourself, trying to motivate yourself, that's fine. And
motivating yourself is different from talking to yourself.
like I said, it's okay if you do it sometimes.
No, I'm talking to myself.
It's okay. Google it.
Nah.
It's okay.
Nah, they ain't.
You think it's because
I'm waiting
you
for
think
the
it's
time.
making you crazy?
A little bit.
You're not going crazy, bro. It's normal. I'm telling you, it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's the new norm because everyone is on lockdown. But it is very. It was inevitable because like it was going to happen as soon as everyone's on lockdown. No one's allowed to leave the house. Like, yeah, it was gonna happen.
Everybody's talking to themselves. Man, can you imagine the people who have babies, who have infants in these times? How bored these kids are.
I know.
Like as a child, like you grow with. We've had so many toys, so many toys. And as a child, usually children like they grow up, their interests change like every 10 minutes. So like once they'll be playing with Legos, then they'll be playing with this, and they'll be playing with that. You hand them a tablet, they'll stick with that for the rest of their life. But the kids who aren't playing with tablets, I'm sure they're getting hella bored, bro. Hella bored.
You know what India should do right now with this crisis going on? Open up Pornhub.
Oh God. Pornhub. Why? Why? Isn't there like a way around it? Like you just download a VPN. India's never gonna allow that, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone is on lockdown. All the adults and all.
Doesn't matter. India's never
Like
gonna
you.
allow that.
You're an adult. You should be able to have access to your sexual fantasies.
Yes, but not gonna get into that.
Not gonna get into your sexual fantasies.
No, we don't need to get into my dark places. We don't need to go there.
You like dark places?
Yeah, bro. I like.
You're giving
you guys ever
hints.
played this game called Inside? It's actually a really nice game. It's all like a whole dark theme. I love games that are like in the dark. Like, oh my God, Resident Evil was the best game ever.
Oh my God. Did you just say Resident Evil was the best game ever?
It was, bro.
You should play Until Dawn.
Fuck Until Dawn, bro.
You won't like it until you play it, but trust me, it is so good.
Have you played Anthem?
Anthem is shit. And I have played Anthem, yes.
He's just bagging on my game.
Anthem is shit. I hated it. I don't like those type of games. I like
Open world
Uncharted
games.
4.
Have you played Red Dead 2?
I have not actually, but
So I've
apparently
played
it
it. I've
looks
played
really
it.
good.
I've played it briefly. Oh, this game. Okay.
I think DJ has Red Dead 2.
Yeah, he does.
I think so.
It's a fantastic game. There's this other game that I've been seeing a lot of because the account that I'm using now has been was my gaming account, so I followed a lot of games on it. And there's this game that I saw. I don't remember what it's called. It's basically well, I can't really explain it very well. It's a very interactive game, and it's a Japanese sort of background. You know, you get different weapons, everything, different moves and everything, different level bosses. But it's really well done. But fuck, I shouldn't have sold my PlayStation.
You're so oh my God, it's so fucking stupid that you sold your PlayStation. I can't explain my feelings when you said I'm gonna sell my PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell my PlayStation 4 for an exhaust to a bike that's not even yours anymore.
Check the irony in that. I probably wouldn't have sold my PlayStation if I knew that my bike was not gonna be mine anymore.
I mean, it's not yours because you kept dropping it.
That's not why.
It's many factors, but yes, it's one of them.
So yeah, this guy in Chennai who got stopped by police. This is abuse of power. So for the people who don't know, there is a man who. Well, Dylan, why don't you take over?
Why? Because you don't know?
Well, I do know, but like I just started laughing halfway through the article, and I kind of like missed the last end of it. Like I just like skimmed.
Okay,
through it.
so it's basically a guy who works for a delivering company, most likely Swiggy or Zomato. And those guys have passes. I wouldn't say passes, but they're allowed to go to different areas to deliver food to customers. And one of the guys decided to wear his uniform to start delivering pot to a bunch of people.
And if people don't know what pot is, it's ganja.
Ganja or weed or cannabis. There's a bunch of names to the drug. But yes, peddling weed. It was not a bad idea. I mean, to use your Swiggy uniform to deliver weed. But I mean, it's illegal here. So what he expect if he got caught?
You know what's really sad is that marijuana is illegal here, but the world's like India is known for like Idiki gold, which is now obsolete. Nobody has it. Nobody can find it anymore. But like the whole world knew where to get Idiki gold from, and that was from India. No, but it's illegal here. Like, can you imagine? Like that was like worldly known. But it's illegal here.
You know, it's actually not illegal to have the seeds.
No, it's not.
Which is so funny and ironic. You don't. It's illegal to grow,
So you
but
can
you're
have the
allowed to have the
seeds.
seeds.
Yeah, you can have the seeds, but you can't grow it. You can't roll it. You can't smoke it. But you can have the seeds. That's like saying. That's like telling a 2-year-old.
You can't
"Here's
have a
pie.
burger.
Here's a pie. You can't smell it. You can't touch it. And
You
you
can't
can't taste
eat it.
it. But you can look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? India would benefit a lot. I feel India would benefit a lot if they legalized marijuana, because like the strains that you
I mean,
get
there's
here,
science behind it, right? There's
Yeah,
science.
there's that
It's
also.
not like a drug that's highly addictive and is, I wouldn't say necessarily good for the health. Like you're healthy whether you have it or not, but there's no harm. It's like it's worse. It's this light, bruh. Sometimes I swear. But it's not like someone's gonna get like lung cancer like tobacco.
Correct. But then you have to think about other things. There are shops that are opening up nowadays. They're selling things like bongs, chillums, pipes and everything.
It's not legal.
It's not. It's not. Well,
It's not illegal.
if there's something shady behind it, because when you go to these shops and you try to because I've had issues, okay, like when I go for friends, I go to buy something for them, because their parents are like, a bit like, no, why are you doing this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just go do it for you. So when I go to these shops and I go and video call them, these guys will come and say to me like, don't take photos. I'm like, bitch, you can see this entire wall of bongs from on the other side of the road, but I can't take a photo here. All
I mean, Walmart's the same.
Yeah.
You can't film or anything.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if you go to Google, okay, and you, what the hell is, if you go to Google, okay, and you search the shop's name, okay, I'm just gonna expose these guys because, they've pissed me off enough. They're called Little Goa. They're in Peruguri, okay? If you go to Google and you just search, Little Goa, and you go to images, their whole inventory is on Google. And I'm sitting there like, dude, like, listen, my friend doesn't want to come. Like, I'm just video calling him. It's not like he's taking screenshots. It's not like we're going to go to court and be like, oh, look, these guys are selling, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, no. So I'm like, okay. And you know what? This time when when this happened recently, I had like 15K with me. And I was supposed to buy
From selling your PS4, yes?
No,
Okay.
it was not my money. I had 15K with me. I was supposed to buy a bunch of bongs, a bunch of rolling paper and everything with this money. And I walked in. I told the guys, like, this is my budget, blah, blah, blah. I need to buy this and this. So they said, okay, fine, come look at this, this, and this. And then I video called the guy. The guy's like, you can't video call. And then I look at the phone. My friend's like, leave. I left. It's
Yeah,
sad. It's sad.
It's their
Their issue. Your loss. Not my problem. I ended up buying all of those things from Amazon anyway.
It's so funny. Like, smoking marijuana is illegal, but you can buy all the accessories and you can get seeds for them. Can't grow them. Can't smoke weed out of them. I'm so confused. Oh my god, did this whole table just move? Jeez.
You just moved it so far towards me.
I just moved the whole table. I don't even
Scoot
know
back. Scoot back. Yeah, well, it's not straight anymore. Yeah, there you go.
It's sad, but it's weird. Either way, yeah, someone was caught with weed.
12 sachets is what they said.
Sachets?
Or sachets or packets. They said
Guys,
something weird.
This is sachets. What the fuck, Chris?
I don't know. There are different ways of saying
Sachets.
different things.
It's
Like,
sachets.
people say hetch, people say zed. Some things
It
just
is zed.
Some things are just said differently
It
by
is
different
zed.
people. Something like you said something recently for Verizon. What did you say?
Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
a common mistake.
Uh-huh.
How do you go sach? I don't even remember what you just said. Sachets, sachet.
Sachet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sachets.
There is a way of saying it. I'm just pronouncing it wrong, but
It is
exactly like that.
It's sachets.
Want to bet?
Bet.
Okay. Bet. Google it.
What, sachets?
Yeah, Google it. There's a different way of saying it.
In English, right?
In English, yeah, there's a different way of saying it.
I'm only finding satchel.
Do you not know how to spell it?
I do know how to spell it. For some reason, I feel like they're gonna say sachets. Oh wait, that is what I
And
said.
then we'll both
sachets.
be wrong.
No, I said sachets.
Ha!
Sachets.
Boom! What did you say? What did it say? No, bring it closer to the mic. Bring it closer to the mic and put it.
Wait, he's saying it in different ways. He's saying it in different ways. No, wait, no, he's saying it in the same way. Not bad. Alright, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So my English was wrong. That's American English and sachets. Sachets.
Yeah, that's what I said. American English is wrong. It's very wrong. Let's see how many cards are here. 3, 6, 7. 3, 6, 7. I told you. This is what you get for going to the American school for so long. It's rubbed off on you.
The UK?
Yeah, UK
Okay, yeah.
says sachet.
No, actually, both are the same. Sachet.
But like I said, it's the same thing with Z and Z. It's the same kind of thing.
No, British English is Z, which, by the way, British English is the proper English.
British English is the original. OG.
Yeah, is the actual English. So
OG English.
blue, huh? Back at it again, playing Uno.
Let's see if I win today also.
Yeah,
Maybe my
you
losing
won
streak is
twice last game.
Hopefully my losing streak is over.
I did win one game though.
Oh,
My luck was
God.
real.
We're winging it heavily today. Heavily winging it.
Do you not have anything to talk about?
So I wanted to bring up one more thing about you talking to
Red.
yourself. At the end of the day, Dylan, you should remember you are your own best friend. So it's okay to, talk to
I
yourself.
feel like you're talking to yourself a lot.
I do talk to myself a lot. I've started to talk to myself a lot more.
Jesus.
Yeah, it happens. But I enjoy it. Makes me more motivated. If you fucking turn off what? Turn
he
on.
talks to himself.
Turn on.
Talking to himself right now. This light, the plug is so stupid. It's honestly, yeah, like it just turns off by itself.
It's a BB. Do you know what a BB is, Dylan?
Bad bitch.
No. Basic bitch.
Same thing.
No. A bad bitch and a basic bitch are two different things.
Yellow.
How many cards do you got? 2? Okay. Skip you. First back to me. Draw 2. My turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Draw 2 more.
Oh wait. Draw 4. Got played right there.
Your turn.
I know. I tripped out for a second, not gonna lie.
Why am I doing? Oh yeah, I have to draw 2. Okay. So you know what? If wave 1 hasn't ended yet, then or hasn't started yet, what is considered wave 1 then?
Yellow.
Hmm.
Oh, this is considered wave 1.
But you said wave 1 hasn't started yet.
We haven't completed wave 1 yet.
Okay, so
We're not at the peak either, so.
yeah. So we're back to the thing that I said on day 1, where if we tested 1 lakh people per day, it would take 34 years to test the last person.
We're not even doing 1 lakh, I don't think.
That's the issue. So everybody who has exams coming up, who's had
Yeah,
exams
but I mean, I
recently-
think everyone is lacking the testing. Because even the US, they're supposed to be doing at least 500,000 tests a day.
What is
but
the US at now?
I
They
have
were a
no
million
idea.
last stream.
I have no idea.
It's been 4 days.
And so they're supposed to be doing a minimum of 500,000 tests per day.
Mhm.
The ideal amount is 2.3 million tests a day. They're only doing 200,000. They're not even hitting the minimum.
That's because a lot of them don't even think that the virus is like real. They think it's man-made to drill holes in their pockets. I mean, we've seen the videos. We've seen the people on the roads and everybody be like, "I'm covered in God's blood. I
many
cannot be
cards you got
touched."
there?
Blah 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 blah. I have 7.
That's 4.
But everybody will tell you this: religion cannot save you from coronavirus. The only thing that can save you from coronavirus is being smart, staying home, doing your part.
Jesus. Bro, I can't explain how many cards I have right now.
Color.
Green.
Your turn. How many did you put? 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yellow.
Oh, wait, no, it's my turn, sorry. I was wondering, where did you get all these cards from? Heavily being quiet right now.
I'm actually enjoying it. Just playing Uno.
Yeah,
chilling
but
out. Chilling out. We got well, you know what? We always have 2 viewers watching us. I wonder who these people are.
one of them is you, I think. What color?
The other one's Mini. My Mini. Green.
Green. I don't have green. Oh, there we go.
Fuck, I'm so blank today. I have no idea what we should talk about. Like, nothing's
How many
new.
people we've watched or are watching?
You know what? I will talk about this. I watched a few. I watched Extraction. Okay, which was a really good movie.
I actually just watched that today. Again. With,
I know. I walked in and saw.
yeah. Wait, you walked in and saw?
Yeah. Just be careful what you say. So yeah, I watched Extraction, and then I watched this movie called 12 Strong. Have you watched that?
No.
12 Strong is about the group of men. It's your turn. Who fought? Do you remember when 9/11 happened?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a team of 12 U.S. Militants going to fight against the people in Afghanistan, and their job was solely to stop the the words are escaping me. The Taliban from doing it again, and it's a very powerful movie also. And basically, at the end of the movie, you know that there's a horse with a guy from the military riding it next to the World Trade Center.
Bro, I haven't watched this movie.
Do you know about this statue?
Yeah.
Okay, it's based on this story. So it's actually really, 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 fun, really nice to watch. So basically, the timeline that was set for these people to do this mission was 2 years. They did it in 3 weeks. Can you believe that? It's crazy. It's a very, very good movie to watch. Then I was watching, The Town, and I was realizing realizing that's a boring movie. I've been watching a lot of movies lately.
I noticed.
I think Netflix needs to update their movies because I'm running out of things to watch. Are you more of a movie person or a serial person?
You mean TV shows?
Series.
I don't know actually. I think I'm a mix of both. Like I won't start like new TV shows, but like I'll watch.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting me with what? Hitting me with that what? Damn.
I'm so screwed.
Damn. Oh, there we go.
Green.
Hit him with that +2, you know? Ah, damn it. Why do you keep switching to that damn blue?
Because I know you don't have blue.
I got myself in a pickle here.
I'm in such a pickle. I wonder if the viewers can figure it out.
I'm in a huge pickle right now. Damn. You added to that?
Green.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green, you said? I think I kind of screwed myself here.
Okay. Either I lose and it's not fair, or like we need to figure this out. What does
Figure
this
what
card
out?
mean?
Swap hands.
If that's the case, then I lose
Why?
because I have two, and it doesn't say swap hands on this one. It
Okay.
says swap hands on this one.
Right, but we've implied that both are swap
Okay,
hands.
then I lose
How?
because as soon as you get that card, you play it, you win.
Right.
So I lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play Uno anymore. This is stupid rules.
I also had 2.
It's
That's when
it's a
I said I
stupid
got
rule.
myself in
It's
a
a
pickle.
stupid rule. We need to change it. If it doesn't say it, you don't do it. Simple.
Chris lost. That's it. It's the end of it.
You didn't win. Also,
I did.
you didn't.
I
You
did.
didn't. You never took the cards. I forfeited.
Yeah, so I won.
No.
You forfeited because you couldn't win.
Unless you change those. Unless you agree to change those rules, I'm not doing
We
it.
agreed to do it last stream,
I
but
don't
because it
agree
wasn't
anymore.
done, it remains the same.
I don't agree anymore.
Screwed him in the ass.
It screwed you also.
It really didn't.
Okay.
How would it have screwed me?
You got the same cards.
Right. See,
You do realize that that rule is flawed.
how?
Because if you get those two cards and they're in your hand at all, the game's over. You lose.
Right, but you could have given it before you had picked it up.
No way. You had 20 cards in your hand.
Yeah, so you
But that
chose
rule
to
is
lose.
flawed.
You
But that
chose
rule
to
is flawed.
lose. You chose to lose.
Okay. Whatever.
Because I would have had to play it either way. I was
You
gonna.
won
I was
because of the cards in my hand.
Yeah, but
basically.
I had the same 2 cards. I was planning once I got down to 3, I was planning on giving one of them and then switching the color to something you didn't have, and then either you play the swap hands or you kept picking up. That's what I was planning.
That
on
game
doing.
doesn't count. We're redoing it.
It
Simple.
does.
No,
You
no, no.
won. I mean, I won.
No,
Sorry,
doesn't count.
it does.
Nobody won.
I won. You forfeited. That's fair enough.
That rule doesn't apply anymore.
What rule doesn't apply?
If it doesn't say swap hands, it's not swap hands.
It is swap
No,
hands.
it's a wild card.
No, it's not a wild card because it doesn't say wild on it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be something you write on it, but because we haven't written anything on it, it is swap hands.
Okay. Give me a pin.
We got to agree on what you write.
Okay. Give me a pin.
You get a pen.
I don't
wanna,
know. This is your room. You get a pin.
I don't want to switch it.
All right. Then I'm gonna switch it. 1, 2.
He's salty because he lost.
Not salty. You had the same cards. If you were in my position, you'd be feeling the same way.
I wouldn't have done. I was in your position because I had the same 2 cards and I was planning on giving them before. So I didn't put myself in a pickle. You put yourself in a pickle.
There it is.
That's fair enough. Fair enough by me.
You're gonna get a pin. You're gonna make me go look for one.
You get one. Because until then, it's swap hands. The saltiness is real. He's gonna search for a pen. Can you imagine? Okay, let's be real here, okay? If we go and rewind, he had more than... God knows when he got the cards, but there was a situation where he had more than just the 2 cards. So he could have given it off and screwed me over, but he decided to keep it until it was the last 2 cards. So yeah, that's his fault. Not my fault. That's just poor planning.
I can hear Mom downstairs screaming, I got blue. Blue what? He's playing Fortnite. Blue juice? Okay. Now, I'm going to pick what one says. You're going to pick what one says. And the third one, we're going to agree on what it says. So, for me, this one is going to say... opponent draws 15. Pick what yours says. It cannot say swap hands.
I agreed. We agreed that we would agree on one.
Okay, then you can't. Then I'm not going to agree on the third one. This one's not going to be swap hands. It's going to have to be something else.
Yeah, we'll agree on that.
What is it going to be?
Definitely not these two.
Okay, what's it going to be?
Maybe it
can't be
doesn't have to be
physical labor.
anything.
Give me the thing then. Wild card. Nothing else. Okay, so first one says opponent draws 15 cards. Second one says swap hands. Okay. Third one says wild card. So these three are no longer all three swap hands.
What a waste of one card. Making a wild card.
Okay.
Since we didn't agree on it, could be used for something else, right?
It's a wild card. It's written. It's done. And it's in permanent marker.
Sharpie is not permanent.
It says permanent.
How many cards are you drawing?
10. Because we're going to be ending the stream soon. This is going to be a big game.
A game that you lose?
Fucking God. This is my karma. I got 2 swap hands again. And one of them is the one you wrote.
Fair enough. Again, you had a poor plan. Didn't execute the plan that you wanted to.
It works for me. At the end of the day, I got what I need. Okay. First card is Jesus.
You did not shuffle.
9.
You go.
Okay.
Losers go first.
Yellow. Draw 15 cards.
Go, play.
Draw 2 more. 3. How many are you drawing?
You said
So you need to draw 17. How many have you drawn?
18. So one goes back.
Okay. And
by the way, you didn't let me play on this because I could have played on that.
on this,
Yeah.
you were in the middle of drawing.
Yeah, the last cards. I could have gotten +2 from
Okay,
those
then put
cards.
2 back.
No, you're missing the point.
Okay. Your turn.
For future reference. You said yellow?
Mm-hmm. And I played yellow.
I don't even know what I have. Blue, huh?
Mm-hmm. Color?
Red, green, and blue. I mean, sorry, red again.
Okay. Blue. This is gonna go on for a while.
Yeah, this is gonna go on for quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
Blue. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm aware. But pa.
Oh God, you never organize your cards at all.
I usually memorize what I have. I'm gonna go with yellow.
It's never gonna end. Okay.
Uno.
I know what your card is. So just play it. You won.
Eased ups. I thought
Okay.
the game was supposed to last a lot longer, probably.
It was supposed to, but it didn't. Okay, I think we can start wrapping up today because we're running out of things to speak today.
I mean, true, but it's probably because we got into the Uno game.
Yeah, that really irritated me. That stupid swap hands concept.
I know, like,
But the table looks much better when it's clear. But I don't like this crease.
I know. Maybe we can switch.
There's
the
there's another cloth exactly like this.
You know, I actually wanted to speak to you about that. I wanted to make some drastic setup changes. I want to run it by you first tonight. We don't have to do it tonight. We can do it tomorrow or even later throughout the week. But like, I look at Joe Rogan's stream or I look at H3 podcast and stuff, and I see their stream. Obviously, we're working with one camera and stuff, so like it is limited to what we can do. Obviously, we could have a 2-camera setup, but we're not doing that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's a lot of stuff I have in mind. But yeah, definitely discuss it tomorrow.
During the podcast?
Or no, actually, after the podcast, maybe.
Okay.
It's gonna be some pretty drastic change. So, like, it's gonna be different.
I don't like the white, to be honest.
Yeah, like, we'll switch a cloth. I mean, we've kind of nailed it in, but like, we'll switch cloth.
Well, the best thing about nails is the same hammer that hammered them in can remove them.
But yeah, we need to be more prepared. I've actually enjoyed the weekend.
No, I just think it's been a long weekend for us because we had 7 straight days of podcast and then we had 3 days break. I just think
I enjoyed the break.
yeah, I did too.
I was just like racing. Like, I stayed up all night one of the days. Like, that was also a good thing. Like, I enjoyed that. Because we don't have that. And the only time when we stayed up really late, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, was to do podcast work. And that too right after the podcast. So like, it was a lot. I enjoyed it though. Like, it's not something I didn't enjoy. I liked it. And I still like it. Love it, actually. Enjoying the whole podcast vibe. Not gonna lie.
Okay. I wrote what's important. Fuck this game. Actually, that's mine.
It's an unfortunate one. Have you noticed another setup change I've made?
Yeah. I was gonna go and turn up my mic today and then realized nothing was there.
Yeah, I kind of got annoyed, like, keep saying, oh yeah, turn up 1, turn down 1, turn up 3. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to have full control over it.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, you have a really long headset. So, like, honestly, like, it can go, yeah, like, it's long for days.
That's what she said. With that said, guys, we are
Leaving
doing-
it on a that's what she said
yeah,
joke,
we're leaving
Chris.
we're leaving on that's what she said. And to clarify who she is, I'm not gonna say any names, Money Lama. With that said,
Ooh.
guys, we are going to end the stream.
I'm not
today.
gonna make any comments on that because I don't want Minnie to hate me.
Why are you worried about her hating you when it's about me?
Because I don't fucking
This is-
care what I
this is
say to
logic.
you.
This is logic. Well, with that said, guys, we will be seeing you tomorrow with a much better script. We've had a very long weekend. Although it was just 3 days, it felt like 5 days. It wasn't unproductive, but it was definitely something that we needed after 7 straight days. So
Actually, since last night, or since yesterday, I would say, even though it was a weekend for me, I did want to do some research. I was looking up a bunch of podcast setups, and that's why the idea of a podcast change to our setup came up. So yeah, be sure to look out for that if it happens, of course. Did
this
you hear
is
the nail?
so annoying.
This glass?
Yeah, I can see a red box on the stream now through the cloth.
So yeah, we'll sort that out as well.
And it's blue. It's actually a good idea. We should actually look into this also, maybe doing something with it.
Actually, that is a good idea. Maybe like having a rack of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
and you can put the iPad screen in there that you can move out, like for you.
Can you not like expose our ideas and let's just like show it to them when next time it happens?
Yeah, there's gonna be some pretty. If Chris is down for this, there's gonna be some pretty insane changes coming. Like very
if
soon.
Chris isn't awake, if Chris is awake and he's drinking Coca-Cola or he's had like a Snickers bar or something, I'm probably gonna do more work than you. But if I am tired, it's not gonna happen.
Are you tired?
Yeah, but I feel like I'm waking up because last night I went to bed at 4, so I usually start to wake up around the time I'm supposed to go to sleep. It's a really annoying habit that I have.
But yeah, I mean, let's see what the future has to hold for us.
The future's tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah, maybe that is the future. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, anything. I'm not gonna give up a lot because I do have some pretty big changes.
You think
Like,
the
maybe-
owners would be pissed off if I started drilling into the wall?
We're gonna lose the deposit either way. I swear.
Bro,
I painted on this wall. I did.
This dude wrote Fortnite in like
Maybe I should show that.
7 different fonts.
Maybe
We
I should
just,
show
like,
that.
we should just like.
7 different fonts, guys. Do not get the right idea that it looks lit. It looks so fucking bad.
No, like imagine.
Imagine a 3-year-old, like, without any planning,
This
drew
this-
Fortnite,
and not-
painted Fortnite,
Not only that, it's
painted
not even
Fortnite.
straight.
It's not
it
straight.
starts off
Exactly,
like
a
this and it goes,
3-year-old. A 3-year-old. And like some letters are thinner than the others. Like the O. Like that looks like a donut more than an
You
O.
know, if you can turn off the camera, I can just show it. But now we'll do it later. We gotta fix it anyway with your. It looks
Maybe
like,
come up on the Instagram.
it
Maybe
honestly
they'll see it
looks
there.
like a dyslexic 4-year-old drew that.
Okay, yeah, we're
That's
making comments on
exactly-
dyslexic
That's
people.
exactly how it looks, bro. It's exactly how it looks. Anyway, with that said, we will see you guys next time. Dylan, go ahead and turn off the camera and say your piece after you're done, because I gotta go to the bathroom. I've been holding it for an hour.
Go.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna,
bro. Stream first.
Because I'm just gonna I'm not playing any music because we got copyright and it's pissing me off. So yeah, I'm just gonna put it on stream ending right now while we do a voiceover on it. I hope you guys have a great day. And I will see, oh God, he did that. No. I hope you guys
ASMR
have a great
burps.
day, and I will see you guys on the next podcast.
Goodbye.